This episode, or this video, fuck, darn it. Man, I messed up. Hey y'all, Happy New Year, Happy 2024. Hope you brought it in with your loved ones and positive energy. This particular video, I'm going to be talking about the newest show called Young and Reckless on Now That's TV. I wrote down a couple notes here. Just so that I won't get too straight away. Again, the show is called Young and Reckless. This is by Now That's TV. It is hosted by a young woman named Farah. I believe she was on a previous show on the network. I can't remember what it was, but she has been an OG for a minute now, doing a couple of shows here and there with Now That's TV, building up her resume. The first non-official first episode, it shows that Farah and Naj, another OG young woman who has been on the scene for a little bit and doing other shows as well with the network. Her name is Naj. It is spelled N as in Nancy, A as in Apple, J as in Jackson. She is also, I would say, like a co-host to Farah. They basically get them into the office. They talk to them about this opportunity that they're giving Farah. They advise to Farah of some of the things she needs to work on, such as tardiness, being on time, being very prompt. Looking at this as a big opportunity to be able to put on your resume should you want to go elsewhere in the future, such as doing other bigger TV productions, such as maybe something like Zeus, or maybe even Love and Hip Hop, or maybe even, whatever other reality television, things that you could possibly do. Having that on your resume as a producer and a co-host, that might do some things for you, open some doors for sure. They advise that Farrah's spot is not safe. So whoever won the season, um, that young woman has a chance to be the host or is the host for the next season. So they wanted Farrah to prove herself that, that she can do this, and that she is going to have to perform as a host and show them that, that she really wants this and she's not safe by them just giving her an opportunity. And Naj was kind of saying to herself, yeah, that's her friend. It's cool and everything, but at the end of the day, you know, if I have a chance to rise up to the occasion, I'm gonna make sure that I can be seen as someone who could take your place for next season as being a sole host and things of that nature. So we get introduced to the young women. We have Savage Doll, we have Ivory, we have Kai, we have Melanie Fox, we have Ferragamo, we have Nima, we have Charmaine, we have Sai, we have Adriana, who beats murder cases. We have Cuzzo, we have Shay Bands, we have Cass, we have Legacy, we have Crystal, we have KP. Allegedly, supposedly, one of the young women said that Young Thug, the recording artist, home that they were going to be staying in for the next couple of weeks, months, however long it took for them to film. So I thought that was kind of cool, shout out. Um, so right off the bat, we have a fight. We have Cuzzo and Shay Bands that get into a fight. Supposedly, they had some internet beef. After that, some of the other girls start to appear, such as Savage Doll, Ivory, Kai. We had Crystal, KP, Charmaine. All the ladies arrive. The next fight that we have is Adriana and Crystal. There seemed to have been I guess, some type of internet beef or maybe some hood beef or something like that. They didn't like each other. They fought, but really, Adriana kind of got the best of her. In the first fight, Cuzzo and Shay Mans, Cuzzo won. Um, Let me see what else happened. Another fight that happened was Legacy, Shay Mans, and I believe who else was it? Charmaine, Cass. Yeah, Charmaine, Cass, and Legacy. A lot of the women felt that, Legacy had kind of did like a sneak situation where she just came out of nowhere and boom, boom, and there's no rules to it, on site means on site. So, you can't really be politicking for this individual and then the other person is doing the exact same thing, which is Ivory. Ivory was doing the same exact thing. She kicked Adriana in the face for no reason. She was going after Kai for no reason. A lot of the women thought that she was meant to go after another young woman who had on the orange pants. I'm not too sure if that was I'm not too sure who that was. I think it might have been Cass, but I don't know. Ivory was kind of fighting a little bit of everybody. Um, so, they were politicking for legacy, but then in the same instance, Ivory was doing the exact same thing. So, you know how that goes, that politic and shit. I would say the crux of the season thus far would have been Ivory and Melanie. They were both, evenly matched, I feel, evenly yoked. They had called Ivory into the situation where there was a situation between Melanie, um, KP, and Ferragamo. Now, a little bit of context, pretense. Ferragamo had given Melanie a shroom. Okay. Melanie advised that that was only her second. I apologize. My battery was signifying that it was low. Melanie had advised that that was only her second time trying a shroom. And once the effects started to kick in, I think she advised that it made her very paranoid. She was just feeling a lot of tension in the room. She was going to be rooming with Ferragamo and KP, and I believe that's it. I'm not too sure if there was anybody else that was going to be rooming with them. They got into an argument. She fought KP, and then she fought Ferragamo. The first round, Melanie, went in. She did her big one, as they like to say. And then in the second one, I believe that, in my opinion, I believe that Melanie won that one as well. After that, Melanie started to kick their things out of the room. And then they brought in Ivory. Ivory was kind of like the last form of defense in a way, because Ivory was kind of, her same size, same build. So they would have, somewhat of an evenness to a fight. They kept going round after round after round after round. I did not like that they were trying to create this narrative of her being on drugs or other heavy substances. I do believe that due to her, um, ingesting or digesting the shroom, that caused her to kind of be a little bit sporadic. Like, as she advised herself on Instagram stories, she advised that it made her very paranoid, and it just kind of made her feel very much just kind of out of body. She may have been acting out of sorts, not herself really. But this is why, any and everybody, you just have to be safe with what you're ingesting and what you are participating in. Because, when you're participating in substances and drugs of that nature, you don't know what it's going to do to you. And if you are going to do it in the company of people who are going to look out for you, loved ones, trusted friends, not people who you are just meeting for the first time. And then when you're tweaking out on it, then they want to try to spin the narrative that, you do other heavy substances, and you don't. I don't believe that she is someone who partakes in such activities such as other heavy drugs. I don't promote drugs. Just, if you do participate, just be careful. Just always be careful with what you're ingesting, who you're getting it from. You just never know. But aside from that, they kept going round for round. It was evenly matched. I don't think that either one kind of got their butts handed to them, if you will. And so far it ends with with the final episode, episode 5, leaving off in a cliffhanger for Ivory and Melanie to fight once more before Melanie goes home. A lot of the females did not feel that she needed to be there anymore due to the fact of how she had acted the night previously before with KP and Ferragamo, and just kind of just being kind of a little bit just beside herself, picking up inanimate objects. At one point, it is alleged that she may have picked up a kitchen utensil in regards to trying to fight Ivory. So, aside from that, but that's kind of like just a small little summary breakdown of all episodes broken down into one. If you would like to watch it for yourself in its entirety, you can go check out Now That's TV. Hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.